Don't walk around Manchester on a Friday with that. You'll get a bit of grief. I can't remember anything other than Everton Football Club.
Yeah.
Came out door knocking for me in Makerfield. What about that? Having Reedy
That
on
is
your
crazy.
doorstep. I'm going to have to correct you here. Yeah, we're together. Amazing. The authorities at the European and global level have something against us. I don't know. It's some of the practices within football, you know, I've not supported.
Go on with you, lad.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Hello and welcome to Shirt Shopping. Today we're in number 10 North for a very special episode of the series. We have got the Prime Minister on. Let's say hello. Welcome to Shirt Shopping. How you doing?
Thanks very much.
I am. Do I call you Prime Minister? Do I call you Andy? What do you want me to call you?
Whatever you like, Andy, I would say.
The way this series works is...
I could spend a whole day here, I think.
Usually our guests have £500 to spend on football shirts, but obviously we're not going to do that for yourself. We can't gift you something. No. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow one of the viewers of this video to win one of the shirts you pick throughout this.
Yep.
So we're going to get you to choose a shirt. But before we get into anything, let's start in Manchester.
Okay.
We're a Manchester-based business, 20th anniversary of classic football shirts.
Yeah, I know all about you.
Yeah, have you ever ordered from us before?
Did you have a shop in the Barton Arcade?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I've been in there many times.
Obviously, Manchester is a city that means a lot to us. We stand in it.
Indeed.
Mayor of Manchester, Manchester Football Clubs. It's the passion this city has for football. As a Leeds fan, I can't comment on that, but it's like, it is insane. You go everywhere, you can't escape it here.
Don't walk around Manchester on a Friday with that. You'll get a bit of grief.
But I want to talk about Everton. We can't start talking about Everton without, have you been for any runs?
My running shirt,
shirt.
Look at that. That's actually an original,
This is match worn.
From the club, match worn. Yeah, I can see that. I remember that, the way they used to stitch on the badge and the sponsor.
It's like the shorts you were wearing with it almost looked like 80s vibes as well with that shirt.
I went for the full 80s look that day, didn't I?
But Everton and Celtic, right?
That's great.
What does Everton Football Club mean to you?
Everything. I can't remember anything other than Everton Football Club. It's from my earliest memories. It's seeped in. Mum's family, dad's family, every relative, Everton, all the way. From my very first breath. And I'm just wondering who would have worn that shirt? Who was 6 for Everton in that era? Trevor Ross or someone like that. Am I right?
You've nailed that.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
genuinely,
Am
that is
I right?
Trevor
That's
Ross's
a good
match-worn
shout,
shirt.
isn't it? I saw him play in that shirt. Definitely. I know that for a fact.
You know how nice it is when you get someone on the series who actually knows football. You don't have to tell them. That is a crazy pull from you.
I mean, I knew it was a match one just because I remember, you don't get sponsors stitched on anymore.
No.
Or like
I wanted to talk about Everton in the 80s, obviously.
Yeah.
We've got the 84-85 Everton team. This is actually the shirt from the season before, the Milk Cup final match won.
I know, yeah.
You were there? Mm-hmm. You've seen Everton, you've been to Wembley quite a few times with Everton, right? Or
yeah, we were there, never away, in fact, in the 1980s. But
that 85 team is seen as one of the best English teams of all time, right?
Well, I would say it was. I mean, it was a team that was not just bossing it in Europe, which they did, beating Bayern Munich, then winning the European Winners' Cup. The core of that team went on to Mexico '86, and England was struggling in the tournament until Gary Stevens, Trevor Steven, Peter Reid, Gary Lineker all started to pull that England team together. So no, they were a phenomenal football team.
It's insane, that probably the best English team to have never. Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah. What is the equivalent to the Cup Winners' Cup? Would you say for a modern fan? Europa League?
Yeah, I think so. That would have been it would have been the UEFA Cup in the old days.
Yeah.
But, we don't quite have it in the same way now, but
no,
we saw it as a big deal when Everton won that.
What are some stand-up names to you? You've mentioned a few there, but Everton players that stand out.
Well, Peter Reid, I mentioned. He is a legend and a great friend of mine, and just a great player, but a great person as well.
Yeah.
Came out door knocking for me in Makerfield. What about that? Having Reedy
on
your
crazy.
doorstep, and he was giving anyone who said they weren't voting for the way that he wanted, he was right in there. He was like, no, he was giving them all kinds of grief. So, you want Peter Reid on your side, whether it's politics or football. He is formidable.
I'm going to let you dive in here and look at some of these shirts. I imagine.
I'm loving all of this.
Yeah.
So that was even earlier, I think, than that.
Yeah.
Trevor Ross shirt. That was a season or two before.
Look at the 6, the size of the number stitched on there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Great,
How times
isn't
have
it?
changed with shirt
Great.
development.
Yeah, I'm wondering who wore that one, but it could have been the same.
What
player,
was your what would your ideal football shirt look like? Blue.
Yeah, I used to love a white Everton away shirt. I can't see it here. It was one from that era. Definitely not that one. And not that one either. It was one with a Hafnia on the front. It was white with just a blue V-neck. It was pretty great actually.
We haven't got.
I think this is my favourite Everton shirt of all time. This one from that era.
Did you own it?
I did. Yeah. Do
you still have it?
Definitely. Somewhere.
I was going to say you've got to have a decent kit collection, right?
Yeah, I gave them to my son, and then he's probably lost most of them. But I do. There are some around. Let's have a proper look through all of these. Now that was the best. That was, a team that really should have gone on to more. That was that year, I was saying when Lineker had arrived at Everton, and we just lost out in the league, just lost out in the FA Cup. But this was the famous bib shirt, they used to call it. Not my favourite shirt, but it was probably our best, or certainly up there with one of our best ever teams. Not one. Are you one for all this kind of like business?
Yeah. What would you rather it be a bit more?
Classic.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because this was the.
That's why I love this. Just go plain, all this shadowing and all of that now.
That was the shirt design. You guys, obviously this is the Premier League match worn shirt, but this was the 95.
91. Oh no.
95 FA Cup winners.
No. I'm gonna have to correct you here.
Go on.
That was that one.
I mean, you might be right, I might be wrong. And then if you are, we can put it on the screen.
You probably are.
Can we cut away to who's right and who's wrong? Can't talk about Everton in the 80s and not talk about the 89 Cup final.
Yeah.
Obviously a cup final that, were you there for this one? Mm-hmm. What do you remember that day being like? I've heard about how much of a unifying day that was.
I can't remember a more overwhelmingly intense emotional football match, because I'd been at the semi-final on the day of Hillsborough. My friends were at Hillsborough. I remember being at Villa Park when Everton beat Norwich. 5 dead at Hillsborough came up on the screen, and normally Everton semi-finals have been joyous occasions. I once encroached on a pitch at one, and they just were amazingly celebratory. And that day everything was flat because we all knew what was happening, because we'd been at Hillsborough the year before for a third round game, and it was awful. So then when we finally get to Wembley, it was a boiling hot day. Everybody was there, it was huge. It felt like the whole of the city of Liverpool had gone down there. I was at university actually in Cambridge, so I came to it, and it was like kind of meeting up with everybody from home. It was just so, overwhelming, really, the whole thing. But I remember being in the packed ground, and then at one point, probably just before the kickoff, the whole of the ground, Everton, Liverpool, it was kind of a bit mixed in anyway. There were reds and blues in both of the ends. The whole place just went, Merseyside to the Royal Box. It was like a massive statement of defiance, so powerful. I'll never, ever forget it. It was like, here was the city, before the game, united and just saying, we're not going anywhere. We're together. Amazing.
And they never went anywhere. 2009, obviously, you've spoken about this before when you were doing a speech and people chanted justice for the 96. And I think the beautiful thing about Liverpool in particular as a city is they're just so defiant. Like you said about that, they're such a united city.
There was never any doubt that Everton fans would support Liverpool supporters all the way. And I think the first game after Hillsborough was a Merseyside derby at Goodison, and the Liverpool fans had a banner that they put over the old Park end. They were thanking everybody. It was, that was so I was 19 at the time. That was pretty intense. And then 39 years old when I went to Hillsborough on the 20th anniversary.
Just special. Can you explain to me why you played for Bristol City supporters team?
You haven't got the famous one.
But I read an article, right, of one of your ex-teammates likening you to Jude Bellingham.
That was very kind, and I don't think any justification for it. But who would I be more like? I was like a more old school number 9 a bit. I wasn't as much endeavour or creativity about me. I just was waiting for the chance to bang it in. That was all I was doing.
I actually saw some clips of you and Ed Balls when you played up top and you beat like a press 11 3-0.
Yeah, he did a nice flick on there and I ran onto it. I played for Bristol City London Supporters Club for most of the 90s, just because my then girlfriend, now wife, was working with somebody who played for them. And I just kind of got into it and all of the Bristol football culture, City and the gas and all of this. And in the end, I went to Ashton Gate for a third round FA Cup when they were playing Liverpool.
Yeah.
And the lights failed. And then it went to another game at Ashton Gate and City drew. So that was, and I think they were winning in the first game, so I was really annoyed about that. So eventually it goes to a replay at Anfield.
Yeah.
And City played in this famous purple kit with lime green shorts. I mean, the like of which has never been seen. I'm with you. But Brian Tinian, who used to play for City, number 6, curls this sort of left foot shot into the corner in front of the Kop at Anfield. They knock Liverpool out.
You must have celebrated more than most of the Bristol City fans.
I did, but the best thing was that kit, they used to pass the kits down from the club itself to the Bristol City London Sports Club, and that very kit was passed down. So even though I was an old school number 9, I wore the 6 Tinian shirt every time I turned out for Bristol City London Sports Club. I scored a lot of goals in that shirt as well.
So you were a striker? Not a left winger?
Ooh, no.
Yes,
but no.
I just wanted to, we're talking about number 10s. Some iconic number 10s. What?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Well, this one, this Sunderland shirt.
Oh, that's a beauty, isn't it? That is.
The USA denim.
I've got a soft spot for Sunderland. Most Everton supporters do.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know.
Peter Reid, he's a link there,
yeah,
right?
Reid, he's a link. There's the whole thing about underdogs a bit, and Bradley Lowry, our chairman, Bill Kenwright, massively supported the family, which is a really lovely thing. We had a big picture of Bradley at Hill Dickinson at the last game of the season, which was, it was really nice. There's a bit of a connection, Everton-Sunderland. And look at that. That is some shirt.
Well, can I ask you for your favourite number 10 of all time? It's going to be an Everton player, isn't it?
Favourite number 10 of all time? Did Zidane wear 10?
Zidane did wear 10, yeah.
I would probably say him. I used to love watching him.
I want to come over to England. Oh, the British teams now, right? Because we've got a big tournament coming up.
Yep.
In 2 years' time.
Yeah.
I obviously wasn't alive in Euro 96.
Yeah.
I am so excited for how much that's going to bring
Euro
together.
96 shirt, that one, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was a Euro 96 shirt with obviously the man on the back.
Yeah. I went to quite a few of the games. I was at the Holland game at Wembley, which was an amazing night, that was, yeah. So
how special did it feel? Like
it felt like an England we'd never seen. You know, for most of our lives growing up, England had sort of, they'd given you a hope that they might be good, 86 and then 90, Italian 90, that bit better. But at Euro 96, as they were starting to go through the gears, they looked like an England we'd never seen before. And then they hammer the Netherlands 4-1, I think, at Wembley. So they had Bergkamp and...
Yeah, it's a good Netherlands side.
Oh, it was incredible, Gullit and everybody. It was some game that was that night.
I just I was speaking about, obviously we had the World Cup very recently, heartbreak again. I do kind of like the chase. Like, I feel like if we win one, we're not going to think it's coming home the next time. You know what I mean? I like the chase, although you have to chase and eventually get there.
Yeah, it's coming. I do feel it is coming. Third in a World Cup
it's not bad.
Some achievement, isn't it? And people shouldn't sort of minimise it.
This is a match-worn England shirt from 1968. The same shirt we wore in 66.
68, right, okay. Well, the reason why this one stirs a memory for me is because when I was growing up, my best friend was somebody called John Hunt, and he was the nephew of Roger Hunt.
Okay, that is insane.
I've got a lot of football stories, I have. And Roger, with his brother Peter, used to run a haulage business where I was growing up.
Yeah.
And John and I would sometimes go to Roger's house, sneak in and go upstairs to his treasure trove upstairs with all of his...
He kept the shirt?
And he kept his shirt, and we used to we put it on, and so that shirt, when you bring it out looking like that, that takes me right back to that.
What? The fact we've only ever hosted one World Cup in Britain is insane to me.
Definitely. I don't know, it makes you wonder whether the authorities at the European and global level have something against us. I don't know. It's for kind of the country that invented the game. You know, you'd think we would have had a bit more of that attention. I've been part of governments that have tried to bring the World Cup here, and it's just the voting, isn't it? And it's, let's be honest, some of the practices within football, you know, I've not supported even-handed decision-making. I'm being diplomatic here, but you know, it's not good, is it?
Well,
here's an England shirt I had as a kid. I didn't have many England shirts because we were more like Everton gear, but I did have that one. That was Spain '82.
That's the Kevin Keegan. Oh,
really?
Yeah, I could see an image of him. It's not his match worn shirt, but I could just see a picture of him wearing that.
I thought you were going to say it was. What a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
And really, genuinely, a lovely, lovely person. I was so sad to hear about Kevin's passing. And yeah, you can see Kevin in that shirt, can't you?
Just walking off.
Yeah, and you know, all of the hair and everything.
Yeah.
But I took him into Parliament with a few others. It was just over a year ago, talking about dementia in football and some of the challenges that older players from that era had. And Kevin just had time for everybody. Everybody was on the terrace at the House of Commons coming up to him. A wonderful, warm human being and a great loss.
I do want to thank yourself as well for having time for everybody. I'm very aware it's not normal for people to be able to come in and get this access, so thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We need to see your collection at some point.
Yeah.
We need to, before we end...
It's hard to beat this. I think this is quite something, isn't it?
We have to give away a shirt to the viewers. Yeah. So I need you to pick one. I presume you're going to pick an Everton shirt.
Probably. I mean, I couldn't do that one because that shouldn't be given away.
We can't give that away.
That should go in a museum.
There's a budget up to 500. I think maybe like a big Duncan Ferguson.
That was a shirt that I wouldn't. Good memories, but not. I mean, look at what's going on with this. I mean, I'm not a fan of all of that. They should get me to design the next Everton shirt. I would get it. It would sell so many because I would get it so 100%. Right.
Yeah, it'd be spot on.
I remember. Oh, this was not a great one either. Materazzi. Oh my goodness. This was a good shirt. I like that one.
Rooney 8. I don't think we'll ever see a talent. Obviously, people always say.
I didn't realise Wayne was that big, but maybe he has been at some point.
When he broke through, there is never going to be English talent as exciting. Yeah. It is insane how good he was at his age. It was ridiculous.
That was a great shirt, actually.
Ross Barkley, what a player. Came on loan to Leeds.
The Roberto Martinez era, I think. Rich Arlison.
Go on, Richie lad.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good, that.
Arteta? You're like a big fan of Arteta, right?
I'm a very big fan of Arteta, yeah. Is that one allowed?
Yeah, that is allowed.
Okay, let's go that one. Because it's a copy of, it's a copy of my favourite, isn't it? It's an echo. It's channeling the old one.
I love the Chang sponsor in Everton. For me, that's the Leon Osman. It's just like I'd see Everton in Chang.
Listen, I know you're saying that now, but if you'd had to drink Chang downstairs at half time in the Gladys Street for about 8 years, as we had to do, you may not feel so wonderful and warm about it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. I wish we had more time. I'd love to see your collection one day.
Yep. Well, you've got a brilliant collection here. It's amazing.
For any of you to have a chance of winning the shirt that the Prime Minister Andy Burnham has chose on Shirt Shopping, all you have to do to have a chance of winning is like this video and comment the best shirt you saw personally in this video. Subscribe to Away Days for more football shirt content and more Away Days. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Done.
Thank you.